Now in this video we want to talk about one particular um another aspect of set, which is set proving. We have talked about the laws of using the one we use in set proving. Now we want to talk about the aspect of using it, like example. We're going to solve one example, then we use those laws in that example. So please try to listen to this example very well, which is very easy to get. Now, I showed you these laws before, so please, if you have not get the video on this law, try to get it. Now, if you want to solve this one, this is A difference A intersect B, right? That is the meaning. A difference A intersect B. And I show you that we're talking about difference in the first video. A difference B is something as saying A intersect what? Intersect B prime. That means we can change this one to A intersect A B prime. This is what? Set difference. Okay. Now, the next one for us to do is using De Morgan's law. I told you that whenever you have prime at the top like this, it will change to what? De Morgan's law. That is A intersect A prime union B prime. Okay. The next one is using distributive law. Don't forget to write the operation that you use. Any operation that you use, try to write it out. Now, the next one is what? Distributive. You have to distribute this A over the bracket. Then A intersect A prime union A intersect B prime. Then what is A intersect A prime? That is empty set. You find a prime of a particular set. You now want to intersect it with the set. That will be empty now. Okay, this one is empty set union A intersect B prime. Now, empty union anything will give you that thing, but empty intersect anything will be what? Empty. So empty union this will give you what? A intersect B prime. Now we can write this as what? A difference B. That is the answer to the first one. Now check the second one out. They said prove that A minus B, A B minus C, that is difference, is equal to A difference B. That is what we are asked to prove. We want to talk about this. It is also very simple to solve. Now, solution. I've already told you when you have difference, what do? You use the meaning of difference. That is A intersect B prime intersect B intersect C prime prime. That is meaning of set difference. So we write set what? Set difference. Let me try to show you what I am trying to say here. Check this thing out. A minus B is same thing as saying what? A intersect B prime. So that is the law that we use there. So the next thing is what? A intersect B prime intersect B prime union C. This is what we use De Morgan's law. De Morgan's law. You can try to check it. We use De Morgan's law there. So what's the next thing to do? The next thing to do is what? Use distribute this one over this one. So we have A intersect B prime intersect B prime again, then union A intersect B prime intersect what? C. Okay, then that will give us what? We use what there? Distributive. That's what we use there, distributive law. So any law that you use, please try to bring it out so that people will know that okay, this is what we use in case of marking and stuff. So what's the next thing here? The next thing for us to perform here is what? We know something about this when they have the same sign, and that is what? Associative. So A intersect B prime intersect B prime union A intersect B prime intersect C. This one will give us what? Associative law. So what's the next thing to do? Now we have this particular law in the set theory that I gave you earlier. Prime prime intersect prime prime will still give you what? B prime, abi? Now so we have A intersect what? B prime union A intersect what? B prime intersect C. Okay, now what's the next thing for us to do? The next thing for us to do is very much simple. Now we have been using the aspect of idempotent. We have been using the aspect of distributive. Now in your algebra, when you have x square plus xy, you can say let's factor x out, which is x plus y, abi? Now so when you have that kind of stuff, what do? You have a here, you have a here, and the same sign you can factor a out. So a intersect b prime, then union b prime intersect what? Intersect c. Now this particular one, now you don't need to stress yourself. Just look at the law that I gave you. When you have something like this, union intersection a, you can see union intersection b prime, so that would be a intersect b prime. So you result to what? A intersect b prime. What is the answer to A times B? That is what? A minus b. So that is how to solve that set. I hope you understand this. Try to watch the second part of this video in the playlist. Thank you so much.